Math yesterday, yeah. So I played Metal Dread yesterday. But I probably won't stream that. It's gonna be my Christmas game. But anyway, guys, here we are for course. Banished Hero. Last episode, right? After last episode Assassin, and then episode Commission. So here, the final, right? Getting winter. Subscribe and so on, of course, for more anime and manga and gaming and so on stuff, of course, next season, right? After the newest one. But anyway, that being said, though, this is probably. I might have time for something tomorrow. Maybe, right? Christmas coming up, right? This is probably my last live stream before Christmas, but I'm gonna stream next week. I'm gonna take a few days, during Christmas Eve and so on, right? Christmas Eve Day and so on, and I have, of course, I hope that everyone has a good Merry Christmas. But yeah, these 3 anime today are probably the last things that we have time to stream. If One Piece is out tomorrow, I'll have time to do and so on. But I don't think so. One Piece is out tomorrow, right? But maybe it is. But anyway, now I'm gonna watch this episode here, and like I said last week, I think it's gonna be very ecchi, right? Like, if you didn't have much ecchi last episode, which is like, that's why I watch the anime, no, but this anime is, I keep beating a dead horse, right? But this anime is one of the most ecchi animes I've seen this year. It's incredibly ecchi, right? It truly is. But, just like I said last episode, because they are actually fighting this, not a demon lord, but what is he? Like a demon general, or whatever his title is right there. Because they're fighting that, kind of one of the bosses, it's pretty clear to me that this episode again is probably not going to have any ecchi, right? So it's going to be a fight. But not to me terrible, but I think it's kind of interesting how the anime is clearly incredibly ecchi, very, very fan service, right? Half the episodes and some storyline. But now when they actually have some typical fantasy bit, right? It's like no ecchi. So it's a little bit like 2 other anime. It's like another anime, yeah, it's another anime. But anyway, let's watch the final episode. So 3, 2, 1, and go. I hear this weird Christmas sound effect. It's like a weird. I don't know. But his love for the hero. Yeah, the ultimate woman, the hero with no emotions. But she has emotions now, though. I mean, she's obviously gonna get stronger because of her love for OniiCHAAAN, right? You can get the ultimate heroic power, love, or something. Yeah, thirstiness, horniness. You're just kind of cute now. It's happier. Yeah, like I said every episode, right? I played last week. The blessings are very important in this world, right? It's like I'm destined to be the hero's, worshipper kind of character. I'm the sage. My life is to be for the hero. So that's also an effect of this, of course. They're probably noting. Yeah, I think it's noting. But I mean, that's also probably one of the things, right? Not only do you get, I'm angry because I have the berserk blessing or whatever. You also get the thing that you have, wait, it's private streaming? Oh, come on, wait, what? Doesn't make any sense. Why should we private for? Says private there. But it's open here. What? What is happening? I hope it works, guys. Yeah, sorry about it. I hope it works. That looks so weird for me. It said I was streaming privately, but I think it works right. I hope this works now, because it said I was streaming privately, which I don't understand how I can even do that. But I think it's... Oh, man. Give me a second. I'm gonna have to go look at this in another browser to see if I'm alive or not. That looks so strange. I'm really one. Okay, sorry. Yeah, we're fine. Sorry. I believe that also used the photo. I was streaming, right, and I said I was streaming privately, but how can I even stream privately in this live? I don't understand it. But anyway, sorry. It works fine. I blame it on Christmas and YouTube. I don't know. That was just strange. Sorry about that. But anyway, nothing's really happened yet, though. Now I finally get action. Yeah. So, but I'm sorry. Yeah, it's just strange, because I was like, how can people actually see the stream then? I kind of like this guy, but like I said last episode, he's kind of like the typical, big bro, kind of, if you look at the Bleach, right, coming next year, he's the Sado, right, of Bleach, he's the Jangus, again, of, like, Dragon Quest, Governor, I'm the big guy, he's the big, muscular best friend, right, yeah, he's the muscular best bro, right, the tall, muscular guy that's like a, you know, just a genuine good guy that's, yeah, but of course it's very physical focus, yeah. It's just like, hey, let's fight! See, he's pretty badass. Kinda said just an arm though. Dannan! But I don't think you and Ars are on the same team. He's like, Ars, stay out! He's my guy! It's like, I think Ars is on his team. Like, what? Yeah, because he ate the arm, right? This guy says how Dannan lost an arm because he's the strongest physical guy they have, right? Yeah, I don't know how he lost his right arm. He's kind of a guts character, I guess. He should get the guts arm, right? He should get the, he should get a mecha arm, right? Come on. Or an axe or something. Do the World of Warcraft thing. You get like an axe instead of your arm or something. Oh, yeah, exactly. I was right-handed, but no, I'm actually left-handed or something. Yeah, it makes zero sense. I have trained harder now with my left hand. Yeah, okay, but it's still lack. That's why Shank is a yonko. He's like, losing my arm made me strong, so I had to train my other arm double. Yeah, I had to train my other body, you know, much more, right? It makes perfect sense. It makes perfect sense. He's doing the Shank thing. It's like, by losing an arm, I had to increase my haki by 10 times, right? Yeah, of course. So I'm stronger now. Yeah, he's never really been a good fighter, right, this guy. He's a corrupted hero guy. Okay, it's like someone's up. I guess like a iron. Oh, it does electric around it? Oh man, that was a pretty good weapon then. Yeah, it was like also doing like electric static field around it. And then I get stabbed, but I don't know, the Dan's pretty fine. He's like, whatever, I'm the most physical guy ever. It's like, he's like, he's gonna flex it off. But that was also an internal explosion. What's the explosion? Yeah, so now it's gonna go into its demon form. Here we go. Now it's going into its real form, right? His demonic demon general form, whatever his title is. Okay. Yeah, okay, he's standing there. Like, yeah, okay, he breaks the weapon. Yeah, it's like two fingers, like bam, 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 breaks all his swords. Okay, yeah, you know, Dannan is pretty badass. He should be the main character. He's like, boop, 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 boop. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so I like sixth arm, standing my sixth arm there. Kind of sneak in a backstab there with my, you know, my sixth arm in your back there. Picture him having two hands. Nah, he's having strong in one hand though. It was kind of cute, I felt it was really cute there, yeah, just yeah, I mean, obviously Ares is a traitor. Still missing for that hot, yeah, there she's again, that hot elf wife partner they had. Yeah, she only had one episode, right? Of course, very, very fan servicey. Was voiced by the goddess herself, but and then she just wasn't in the anime anymore, only flashbacks. It's very unfortunate they didn't use more of her Jorunalda, her name is pronounced, the elf party member. Yeah, she didn't get much screen time. She got pissed off and then never returned. I do love like a very advanced sci-fi dungeon down here for no reason. They haven't explained why this thing exists at all. It's like elves or something. It's like ancient space elves or something, yeah. And now he hacks it with like a crystal or something. But I find it's kind of funny though, because it's like a sci-fi door, and he's, yeah, long lost, you know, sci-fi civilization, and he hacks it with like a crystal. He hacks it with like a magic kind. So why is, I guess magic might hack or something. It's like, I love this kind of sci-fi fantasy thing, you know. But it's so common in video games, and it never makes any sense, right? But here we go, some kind of, what is it? Maybe a demon lord? Some bio weaponry or something? What is this? No, okay, it's like swords. A lot of them too. Why is it like 6? I mean 5 now then, but it's supposed to be. It used to be according to the 6th one. No, okay, I just looked at them. Maybe a copy. Okay, she doesn't have that real sword. But why would they have 6 of them and they're all the exact same? But yeah, or 5 then. Again. Okay, true Avenger sword. Okay, Sacred Avengers. Well, is every hero supposed to have one then? Something? Yeah, she's just a weakling. What she's the real hero, not the best one. Yeah, give her a real sword. Sure. Yeah, it's a bit fixer and so on, right? But it's kind of like, I don't understand why they have 5. It's kind of like playing, you know, Zelda, right? And they have the Master Sword. It's like, why is like 6 Master Swords for? Why? If it's kind of strange that the gods have created half a dozen Master Swords. Yeah, I'm just like, wait, what? Now, obviously one is gone because the first hero had the one of them, right? It's like 1 Master Sword for the whole party. Now he has like 6 arms, I guess, so you can pick up like all of them, I guess, 1 per arm. But it feels kind of, and also it's like a sci-fi based, right? It also feels kind of weird because it's like it's that whole like divine magic and gods and so on. But at the same time, this is like an old school sci-fi base, so it feels more like a technical weapon. So it shouldn't have to do with magical or gods or whatever, right? Like this is not. I think it should. It feels kind of weird finding the Master Sword down in a basically like a blacksmith place, like a sci-fi blacksmith place. Okay. I guess it's old sword or something, I guess. I guess they have like an item, magical items such, I guess, like in games. She picked up like a sword out of her pocket. Yeah, I guess. This must be another form, right? Of the demon. Yeah. She's like, yeah, exactly. It's like, get away from us, ugly guy. Yeah, exactly. It has to be a fake guy, right? Come on. No one's gonna believe in that. That felt really pointless, honestly. I like it. It immediately attacked him. Yeah, they were like, screw this, we're idiots. They was like, they didn't question that that fake clone there was illusion. Oh, you can buff too. Oh, I guess so. Never seen her use a defensive magic before. Wait, still gonna let him go? I hate this probably gonna die, but he's like, I can still. I never said, I don't think I've ever seen her use magic, right? Like, now she started trying lightning bolts here. Before she's only been a physical fighter. So that's like a, yeah, good upgrade for the hero. This poor random guy is like, I don't wanna be here! Where goes that dragon suddenly? What goes that dragon on ride for? Is it maybe it's the fruit of dragon? Go to assassin Shan is there, but what happened? Where did the dragon come from? This feels like a lot of stuff is missed here. Like suddenly a dragon popped up from nowhere. Why is that the demon summoning it, I guess? He's like, here's my dragon guy. Yeah, I don't know. It feels kind of random, honestly, that suddenly a dragon flies down. What? I don't know. They haven't really explained that. Oh, he's gonna maybe stabs with the sword. It's interesting. You can like attack her with the sword, right? You can. Yeah, you can like get her to touch the sword by attacking with it. he's not a swordsmaster though, so yeah, because the dragon was an illusion. No, there can't be that illusion. The dragon was like something he summoned, I guess, something. I don't know. Honestly, that makes zero sense. Suddenly a dragon popped up and then it died immediately from a wind blast. I mean, it's like, what happened? It wasn't even like a strong dragon, and it wasn't an illusion because it hurt him. So it wasn't just like it wasn't just fake, right? They actually did something. So he lied there because he said stronger than the first hero. She was like wind blasted the sword. Actually, a really crappy sword then. Here's the master sword and it dies from like a wind blast from the hero. Yeah, like. And that's not a dragon! And that's her mount or something! How did she have it under? Oh, Oppa. Some kind of one. Yeah, they have to go cap up her Oppa. It's very, very good, very good. You gotta have some fan service there, good. And I guess she's betraying. For some reason, she's betraying them? Yeah, Nande? Okay. Yeah, okay. That makes sense. He said you have to be the hero. Stop trying to not be the hero. You know, I agree with this, yeah. Stop trying to not save the planet. But I don't know why she suddenly kind of teamed up. Is she her own faction? Or is she, like, I guess, kind of teaming up with RS and the Demon? Okay, maybe. Arguably. Yeah, see? I think she's right, honestly. She's like, yo, you have to say, can't you first kill the Demon Lord and then you can be a peaceful farmer girl? And this is her mount, though, I believe. That dragon. The other dragons is very random. This dragon is like what she's, I think she, you know, has, but there wasn't there in the dungeon though, so I don't know how she can like summon her mount inside the dungeon, but maybe it's like a magic thing. I don't know how she got her dragon mount inside the dungeon, but I feel like, you know, I'm non-mounts on, I feel, in the dungeon here, but whatever. It wasn't with her in the dungeon, so. She has like summoned this mount, right? Oh, nice. Oh, it's like she kicks and you can see her scar, you know. It's like, hey, this anime fan service, you know. You gotta kick and get this weird angle, you can see her punch her, right? She kicks, right? Come on. Yeah, you need to have, you know, this anime is, right? Yeah, I mean, I think she's right, yeah, like, we need a hero, right, to save us. Yeah, how is it wrong? What, the people? It was Drit. Yeah, it's like she's gonna say it was Ruti anyway, right? But it's Ruti with her power of being a hero. That makes like no. That's the same thing! I want to like agree completely with her, the bad woman, because I'm like, that is bullshit semantics! No, she's the real character here. She's obviously correct here. Yeah, but I mean, she can only do it because of her heroic powers. Ah, that is right. That's just bullshit semantics. No, it was Ruti doing it. Yeah, Ruti with the hero powers. Come on. I want the bad guy side in this element. I hope the bad guy wins. Okay? I mean, obviously you could throw over the gas or whatever, but come on, she's still wrong. I mean, obviously it's more than just having the power. You have to use the power too, right? But saying that we were saved by Ruti, yeah, but Ruti could have saved them if she didn't have the blessing, right? If Ruti was like a normal girl, she would have lost, right? It's a very, very weird... Okay, so now the mount dies, and also just because dust or something. And Iron Wall is basically just like an iron square, though. He's like, I'm throwing a square at you. Yeah, that wasn't really a wall, but... I feel the pace is probably too fast there. Oh, she owns her, man. That was like a one cut there. I think she could really kill her, basically. No, they're just gonna get pissed off for it. See, I feel the pacing is too fast there, honestly, fight. Because she's like, OniiCHAAAN! Suddenly he appears from nowhere, has cuts her, and it's like the elevator, I guess, is going down on the same time. It feels like they're doing the fight almost too... yeah, I would say too high pace there. It feels like they're missing scenes in between. There's like no transitioning between the scenes, right? And also, Assassin shot isn't done much yet, I guess. And Ares is losing it. I love every episode he looks weird and weird. Right? I love how his mind is corrupted every episode. He looks more and more crazy. That's a nice detail. He's just going cray. But she could have, of course, stabbed him. She's an assassin, and she just stood there while he was like going crazy. He was like laughing to himself for like 3 minutes. She easily could have stabbed him. She's a goddamn assassin. She's like a goddamn assassin. She was like, I'm gonna let him laugh over there for 3-4 minutes. Then I'm gonna get hit by the windmill. She could have so easily attacked him during his maniac laughter period. Oh my god. Yes, he's very clumsy, this guy, that's for sure. She really isn't though, she's a clear psychopath. I keep saying it, but Ruti is definitely a psychopath. She doesn't have any she can't understand anyone, just has no emotion and so on. She definitely isn't a regular girl. She's a girl, it's like a psychopathic girl with, you know, really high powers, yeah. Oh, here we go, her little spider's gonna protect her. Oh my god, this is... And also this guy. I guess he's on their side, I guess, even they kidnapped him, right? Yeah, he's like, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm an honest bad guy, yeah. I hate bad guys like you, they're crazy. Yeah, okay, good. Yeah, it's like, whatever. But I like that, that's a good point. I'm an honest bad guy, you know, I'm a proud scum. I don't understand why Assassin can't beat that stage stuff. She should have a match after, bro. So the elevator is still falling. This is very acid power now. She was like, OniiCHAAAN! But it's been like 5 minutes since... What was happening? And suddenly Daman is here? Man, this fight is so weirdly paced. She was screaming 5 minutes ago, no, OniiCHAAAN, the elevator! And then we waited 5 minutes, right? And now the elevator is still falling. The elevator wasn't even close hitting them. What? It's been falling for like 6 minutes now. And here comes Dana and it's obviously gonna save them. So, I mean, sure, fine. Yeah, I mean, you know, he's a muscle guy, he's gonna save them, right? But I mean, it's been like 7 minutes since he started screaming. How did she even know the elevator? They could have walked out from the elevator. They could have just left, right? They could have just like walked to the side. Wait, were they stuck in the elevator? But why were they going upwards then? I mean, this makes zero sense. What? Weren't they... Okay, so they were falling down in the elevator. I didn't understand. Okay, so I guess they were knocked into an elevator with iron wall, and that made them fall. And then she screamed. Okay, I thought the elevator was like land at them. Okay, honestly, yeah, I thought the elevator was gonna hit them, right? Okay, yeah, it makes more sense now. Okay, so the elevator is gonna land on them, right? See, it was like 7 minutes ago, but yeah, the elevator was gonna like land on Dana, and Dana was like, whatever, I just blasted it. Okay. That, no, actually, obviously Spider is stopping him. Yeah, here you go. Little Spider-chan. Yeah. Tomodachi power! Yeah. Of course, Tomodachi power up! Yeah, and of course, Gideon finally gets it, with his hands at least. I mean, the enemy is kind of brutal. Yeah, gets his hands. He's still probably alive though, because for some reason he never killed this guy, but he has no hands now, so he can't use magic, right? Yeah, he can like throw magic now if he has no hands, but... Man, I was really confused about the elevator. Like, seriously. It makes more sense now when I get that they were falling across the elevator and so on. He kinda wind punched them up again, right, from the shaft, the elevator shaft, yeah. That was not clear. In my opinion, that was not clear at all. But yeah, Gideon finally gets him. Or I mean, Red do. Red could, I mean, not Gideon, Red of course. Yeah, he finally dies. I hope. Yeah, seriously. Okay, so where are they now? I mean, yeah. She'll get pissed off, right? She's gonna go into emotional state. I'm sure that this is obviously gonna be that she's gonna awaken her, you know, inner Super Saiyan by getting angry, right? You know, pure anger. You killed my brother, now I'm full on power here. That is somehow gonna make her even stronger, because her whole journey is about emotion, right? So, for some reason, she's getting angry now, it's gonna make her even stronger. Exactly. No, it's actually pretty good there. Definitely the best anime to fight in this anime so far. Certainly. Good for a final episode. But she can grab that sword now, right? Kinda is. Honestly. I am on the bad guy's side. I have a problem saying that. The bad guys are clearly correct here. They're clearly correct. They're like, you have to save the planet. No, I don't want to. Yeah. I wanna be with my OniiCHAAAN and have, you know, family fun time in the bathroom with my OniiCHAAAN. No, that's wronger. That's wrong. That's wrong in too many ways. Exactly, so she's getting that emotional rage now. Much stronger than she ever been before, with actual emotions. Because that's anime for you. Did she ever have a normal life actually? Whatever, but here we go. Pure rage. doesn't need that sword. He's gonna punch him. Nice, it broke all the... Yeah, he's like, for some reason they have 5 Master Swords, right? He's like, yeah, I mean 5 Master Swords, you can break 4 of them. Yeah, okay. That's why he needed to have so many Master Swords, right? He needs to have so many of them. I love it. I have fulfilled my duty, and he dies immediately, yeah. I did it. I fulfilled my life duty of making her get the Blessing Sword, yeah. Haha! I trapped you. Activated my trap card. So I died, but you know. Okay, of course she fixes her. Come on, they're like best friends or something, kinda. Yeah, Theodore and Nakama, come on. Come on, they're basically best friends, right? And her shit you oppas too. Yeah, I mean, Ruti cut up her oppas, right? So of course we're gonna save her now. I mean, she's got huge knockers. He also saves Ares though. Okay, that's more questionable if it was hit to Ares. Ares was lying there, it's like, why did you save them for? But Theodore is obviously like, you know, wants to help Ruti right at the end, right? So, of course they won't kill her, but... Okay, so they're finally reuniting here. But she got the sword though, so I guess she got back to like, losing her emotions again, immediately afterwards. Yeah, she probably became like super psychopath, dead inside again, right? What? The ending is freaking bad. What? She kills her best friend kind of girl? Maybe? I don't know. She's like Lost Tisse. God damn it, man. Why would she kill your brother anyway, though? Just because she gets low emotions, why would she attack them? Man, this ending is like crazy. No, I actually really want to read more or something. This is like a great cliffhanger here. Attacks her brother for no reason. Because, yeah, she got the sword right, but... Man, this is like a really hyped ending here. Seriously, this is the last episode, right? I believe so. Unless it's one. It's... Okay, maybe I think so. It's the opening to ending. Maybe I'm wrong and there's one more episode next week. When Christmas is... What? Is it one more episode? I gotta hope it's one more episode now. What the hell, guys? Like, that was actually a really good cliffhanger. And this is the last episode? Maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, I thought it was a fun episode today. Because every anime is ending this week, right? Like, after this we're gonna watch Assassin. It's ending today, right? Comics ending today. Okay, whew. Okay, sorry, the title is wrong then. The title is wrong, yeah, I'm sorry, guys. I thought it was the final episode, right? You can change the title there. Okay, that's the title. Yeah, I thought it was the final episode. That was good. Okay, so next week, I probably get back on Wednesday though. So honestly, not next week. I have like a party during the release of it. But yeah, next Wednesday, like late next Wednesday, I'm gonna do this reaction and reviews on the quarter next time. That honestly was good. I was genuinely afraid that was gonna be the ending. I absolutely again. I genuinely thought it was the final episode, right? Because most animes are ending today or yesterday's one. So I was like, what? That would be a really good cliffhanger. She kills Tisa instead of not killing her brother. That would have been a really good like cliffhanger. Right? You'd be like, what? I have to go read the novel or something. So that's good. That is honestly really good. That is one of the episode. Because I thought it was the final episode. I was like, shit. He hit the fang here. That's over. Sorry, I'm just lagging a bit. There we go. So I get to see there. Yeah, but okay. So I'm really happy, honestly. Again, I'm really happy that we have one more episode. Because that was a really good cliffhanger. And, I thought it was going to end here, right? And be like, what? She killed Tisa? That's like next season 2. Okay, good. It's one more episode. As I mentioned, right? Because, of course, Christmas and all, right? I have a party next Wednesday I'm invited to, so this is roughly during that day, right? So I'm gonna be home and probably do the reaction review and so on later on Wednesday. But anyway, so I'm just saying, right? But so a little later, unfortunately. But I didn't know. See, no, I planned in this party. No, I planned this Christmas party in the wrong time, right? I should have reacted that party and say what's for anime. Anyway, it's a great cliffhanger. But I don't think it makes much sense, honestly. I'm gonna be a little. Let's be real, right? I think it's a great cliffhanger. She comes up and kills them, and then not let them fight her. But I don't think this logically really pans out. I don't understand the logic here. Hopefully they're gonna explain it better next episode. But yeah, I don't understand the logic. Basically, right, the bad guys, so to speak, are like you're gonna have the sword. That will make your hero blessing be even stronger, right? And as you know, her hero blessing removes her emotions, right? And she becomes like robotic, psychopathic hero, right? With the blessing. That's been her thing the whole season, right? So that's fine. So obviously, he tricks her to pick up the last sacred Avenger sword, and then makes her lose her emotion again, right? And then she tries to kill ONii-chan, and Tisa's like, no, ONii-chan, right? And she saves him. And then she doesn't die, I guess. I don't think Tisa dies. I think Tisa is injured, but she probably is fine with this episode. I don't think she's gonna die. But still, I haven't killed off Tisa-chan. So it's a good cliffhanger. But I don't think it makes my sense, honestly. Because, of course, her losing her emotions again, right? Going back to kind of reverting back to how she acted in like episode 4 or 5 or whatever, the flashbacks. So she's like a robotic hero, just traveling the land, killing all the demons, right? Yeah. Why would she kill ONii-chan? That's what I mean. So I don't actually see how this actually really does pan out, though. Why would she suddenly betray her brother and her assassin and so on, right? Because these are still her party members. So it's a little bit like, sure, now she's like back to being robot sister, but robot sister still knows the value of having the intelligence brother, right? He's the smart guy brother, the assassin girlfriend or whatever. So yeah, she still has a value, even if she's like a robotic sister again. The robot should still value having her assassin girlfriend, right? Cutting her girlfriend down doesn't make her party stronger. So I'm a little bit like torn on, okay, why is she trying to kill them? I guess you could argue that the robot girl sister is like analyzed, saying that they try to prevent me from being a robot, so I'm gonna kill them so I can be a robot or something. I guess that's the only reasonable argument, I suppose, that she is like, you have to die because you try to make me a non-robot. so I have to kill you. I guess that's like the only real... That's probably her motivation, right? That's the only motivation I think would make sense. That she comes up there and it's like, you have tried to, remove my emotions, so you would have to die. Or you have tried to give me emotions, so I have to kill you all. That is, in my opinion, the reasonable setting, right? But anyway, so the ending was really good, and I'm really happy actually one more episode, because I thought I was going to be in there. So what is late next Wednesday then? But the elevator scene of the shaft, that made no sense though. Like, I think that was really weird to follow. And the pacing was way too fast in the fight. There was way too many characters, and they jump back and forth. And I don't mind having a lot of characters fighting in a fight, right? The problem was, I felt they skipped over middle steps. I felt they skipped over different steps. It was like, suddenly she attacks, the main, she attacks Rita, and she's like... capture her with some kind of chain magic that she never used before, whatever, doesn't matter so much, but it was kind of like, it was a lot of thing happenings, and they didn't really explain the character motivation. Like, basically, this good ass here, right, it's a very good buttock scene here, yeah, but I mean, she wasn't like, that she was even on the demon side, or so to speak, against the hero not having emotion side, wasn't even that clear. It was kind of clear, but not really. Suddenly she enters and attacks them, so that alone was kind of like out of nowhere. But fine, I can buy it, right? But I felt the pacing was just so strange, because we see her in like one frame before with Albert, and then in the next frame she's suddenly trying to like kill them or fight the hero, right? It just felt like, oh, okay, yeah, there she is, I guess, and she's on the demon, the RS demon side party, maybe, or which is more on her own party, right? Or kind of agreeing with their cause, but not really with them. But she's doing something like that. And then we see this dragon suddenly, popping up, right? That made no sense whatsoever. Where did the dragon come from? He summoned a dragon or something. Because suddenly there's a dragon there. It was like, what? How did this dragon come here? That made zero sense. Did he summon a dragon or something? And then she also had her own dragon, for that matter. She has her own mount dragon. But at least the mount dragon is something we can assume that she has used before or something. Her reasoning makes... I agree with her reasoning, though. I mean, it makes sense. But I'm just saying that... It feels kind of random, right? Because in this sci-fi battle, and we see here, like, here's the main demon guy, and it's like another dragon in the background suddenly. You're like, oh yeah, her mount dragon is there, I guess. And it's like, it was like a lot of shit happening, and they weren't really like explaining. This is the best scene though. You gotta love his anime. It's also so much ecchi. You gotta love his anime. You get some weird like. Yeah, 180 split. I'm gonna take them from Discord. 180 split Kikiku. Come on, you gotta love the animes, how they do the characters. You gotta love that. This anime is really good, I feel, at using her as a sex appeal. Certainly. But anyway, let's go to the elevator scene. That really confused me. That didn't make any sense. They weren't even in the elevator when they did it. Like, it wasn't even clear he was inside the elevator. It's such a weird scene. Holy shit, man. So coming back to the elevator. Okay, so yeah, Gideon kills the dragon. And he kills the dragon, right? Yeah, he kills the dragon. But was that inside the elevator then? Okay, yeah, based on what this scene makes no sense whatsoever. This scene genuinely makes no sense. This was terrible. Like this part of the episode was just really, really weird. So Gideon saves, of course, his wife. I mean, obviously, they were married and lived together and good stuff like that. He's gonna save his wife, right? So he saves his wife in this scene, and she's lying under the camera here. She's like, tied up there, yeah. Blonde baby with big up eyes. So he saves her. Okay, fine. Okay, makes sense, right? She's fighting, the dragon and so on, right? Yeah, makes sense. And demon. And then suddenly we see Ares. He's throwing this. It's like a big iron block, right? Yeah, it's nothing really special. He throws that at them. And I guess they are inside his room then? But didn't make any sense, because they were fighting outside, so for whatever reason they're inside this room, which should be the elevator. So there's like no positioning in between. That's the next second, right? So there's no like positioning in between that. Suddenly they're just like, okay, they're in a room or something. And she's like, onii-chan! And then she caps up the up eyes. There's a great scene, she literally cuts her up eyes, yeah. She literally cuts her in the boobies, yeah. But anyway, then apparently where Gideon is an elevator. But that was where he killed the dragon. So the dragon was an elevator? Doesn't even make any sense, because the dragon popped up from the middle of the place earlier. The dragon didn't pop up in the elevator, so maybe it did, right? Like, it doesn't make any sense. He was fighting the dragon, there was not an elevator, he throws this giant iron block at them, against the elevator, I guess, and suddenly they are in the elevator. We haven't seen them move into the elevator. And I guess that the elevator keeps falling down. Right? So then for like a lot of minutes, this elevator is falling down, and she's all like, yeah, onii-chan, for like a long time too, yeah. But to me, honestly, I said again, I don't think it was clear for a second that you were even inside the elevator. To me, it felt more that the elevator like crashed on them, right? Because we never saw them entering the elevator. We never saw them actually go into the elevator. There is no scene of them actually going into it. Like, not really, because the background for every room is the same too. There's an issue that like every fight scene this episode, that's the last, of course, the last minute, which is fighting in the dungeon thing. But every other fight, right, like T7 versus R and so on, they're all taking place in the same background. So yes, he was appearing. Maybe the dragon was an elevator. Doesn't make any sense. But say the dragon was an elevator. The background of the dragon fighting them is the exact same background here, right? This is outside the elevator. So there's no difference between the elevator room and this like big fight room and so on. And again, the dragon didn't enter through the elevator. So like, why wasn't the elevator, right? But anyway, that would have, if there was supposed to be that the dragon was an elevator when he killed it, that would have helped, of course, immensely if the elevator was like a blue background or red or whatever. Yeah, just give the elevator another color, the walls, right? Give the elevator another color scheme. You know what I mean? Like just another mesh background, right? Like a video game. Yeah, give it another background. That would have helped so much. Because again, I'm watching it and I'm just like, what? Yeah, I'm genuinely watching it again, right? And I'm just like, I don't understand. How was that the elevator? It didn't make any sense, and it fell for such a long time, right? And it didn't feel, because now, okay, this is a good scene, or a good, my point I guess was it, because now they're in the elevator. Now it's clearly at the inside the elevator, but it's like several minutes later, and now the background is another color. You know, it's like a wall there. But it's not the same color elevator had earlier. I guess you can argue the elevator now has like a lighting problem, but it really is like another scene. It's another other environment, right? Completely. And then we see, of course, Dana coming in, punching the elevator from beneath, right? And for some reason, Albert just watches him something. He just like stands there. I don't know. And Dana also is completely fine, even though he got stabbed earlier. So it feels like, yeah, he got owned earlier, but he was like a wind punch, right? And that just flies them all the way up again to also fight Gideon. And it just feels so. It feels really weird that they get up there, and then we see some teeth and then also, I don't even. I mean, it's a good. That's definitely the best fight of the anime, and it tricks her with the last Master Sword, right? The sacred sword of. They had 5 of them for some reason, and they were like, they knew she was gonna destroy them. It was like, but there's one thing that's really strange, and that is also this environment. Suddenly, they're fighting in this like rooted environment with like it's another color. The walls are different, and you have this planting. So, I feel the fight was like really messy. There were so many characters fighting, and it felt like, oh, suddenly she's fighting the big demon boss in another floor or something, but they didn't show the move to that floor. It's again, right? Yeah, basically, she's fighting the demon lord or demon general lord guy, right? In the start floor, that's called floor 3. And we see him in the elevator, onii-chan, and so on like that. And in the next scene, she's lying on the ground like, no, I'm gonna save onii-chan or get revenge. But she's lying in like floor 4 or something, yeah. Like they've changed the floor to another floor. It was never shown how they got to another floor. Like, you just are at another environment. Yeah, it's changed to like a more wooden environment for some reason. It's a lot of that. You know, how did you get into the elevator? I don't know. I don't know. It's I mean, the episode was kind of good because it had a lot of climax, and I like to see the character. I like the narration, honestly. I had a problem with the storyline. Like, she's betraying her, like, you know, one of the heroes betraying her, joining the demon side because you have to, or joining the warrior side, I guess. You have to become a hero side and so on. So I had a problem with that, but holy shit, it was so messy. Like, I don't understand how they go to the elevator and how they go to the, I don't know what to call it, forest room or something. Yeah, how did they get there? How they get in between there? Honestly, a very weird episode. Last thing I want to point out, though, is that I keep saying though, but I find it kind of weird, honestly. This thing, I find it's kind of funny, right? Because he picks up 5 like legendary sacred swords. So like, but a little bit less the master sword, you know, little Zelda, yeah. So basically, they have done, for whatever reason, the gods have created 6 divine, typical, you know, gaming master swords right there. They picked up 6 of them for some reason. Obviously, the hero, the former hero, used the 3rd one. I feel this whole thing is so random. Like, so for some reason, the previous hero, right, in history, he went in here to the ruins and picked up 1 sword. Did he have like a party members? Why would he only pick up one sword? Why would he pick all 6 of them? Why wouldn't the previous hero members, why haven't they picked up all the swords? I mean, if you ever played, let's say something like Final Fantasy, okay? We have a party members, right? If I say 10, okay, classic game. Tidus, Yuna, so on. Vaka, obviously the best character is Surō. Tidus is Ichigo, whatever. FF10. FF10, of course, you have one legendary sword for Tidus, right? But you also have one legendary blitzball for Vaka. And you have so on, right? So for example, for get Kimari's Gungi, you have to jump 200 lightning bolts. And then you get the Gungi, right? So his legendary spear. And of course, you're gonna, to maximize your party, you need to get everyone's legendary weapon, right? Whatever it is, right? Yeah. And it's based on FF4 or 5 or something. It's the same thing, right? FF5, same thing. It's 12 different classes and so on. So this is really strange to me that clearly in this backstory, the hero has something similar. Like another hero and he has some party or whatever. I guess, right? I assume so. So it feels weird that the previous legendary, ancient heroes or whatever, right? Their party, they found this even more ancient legendary ruin place, right? And they just picked one sword. This feels so weird. I've seen it in other animes too, where they have the legendary hero party, and they have like one katana and one gun and stuff, right? But of course, then they have one each, right? And then the heroes have to, of course, find, I am the great grandson of the gunslinger guy. I have to find his gun, right? I am the disciple of the sword guy. I have to find his katana. You know what I mean? And they have to go and find it. It's scattered, right, in the world, right? Yeah. Here they just left 5 out of 6 legendary swords for some reason. It really makes no sense. Why would even make? And also it feels weird, right? Like, why would the gods make 6 legendary swords? Would they instead make like 1 legendary sword, 1 legendary spear, right? Is that how you usually do it? I'm just saying, I don't think the gods seem to be kind of stupid here. Why would they craft just 6 of the same weapon? Why would they duplicate just the same legendary sword and so on? It feels honestly a really weird setting, and I have to say, it's like, it's only there, right? So she can break 4 or 5 of them, like 3 of them in one. It feels like very forced to, she could have a fight scene, but she broke them. Like, it's only there so she can destroy them, or something. And also, how does the demon know this? I don't know. And for that matter, the last thing I said here again, I don't fault the anime too much for this thing, because it's a very common trope, but they enter this like ancient sci-fi ruin, right? Where they, have like a super sci-fi stuff and so on. And they find this sword into kind of weird, like, golden blacksmith kind of super legendary crafting place, right? With obviously sci-fi, and the sword can like summon some kind of weird holster and everything. So again, sci-fi. Yet he's like, these are the swords that God crafted. Are they maybe just having it very wrong? Maybe they aren't crafted by God. Maybe it's just crafted by, an ancient people, right? Because it doesn't seem really a bit relatable saying that the gods have created these weapons, but then you also see the seeming are basically crafted by some ancient, country, right? So maybe the whole backstory is wrong. Maybe there is no gods. Maybe they're just like the blessing are created by, I don't know, ancient aliens or whatever. Yeah, maybe something completely else for the actual backstory. That would make a lot more sense if there is no gods. There is no the blessing are from gods, right? This is like some kind of that they invented or something. That would actually be a lot more cohesive, I guess. Cohesion, yeah. But anyway, guys, that's not the final episode then. So see you guys next Wednesday, with the final episode of, I guess it's gonna fight her sister, right? And probably make her human again, right? And make her have emotions. But anyway, see you guys soon with the final episode, I believe, pretty sure on Assassin, with Romeo and Julia love fight, right? Pretty interesting twist I felt last episode. So see you guys soon with that, and of course, OMG I also in like an hour from now as well, the last final episode. Also,